to tell other people,
What is
even in Korean.
Really?
Yes, it's very difficult words.
Yes, that's right, yes.
You overestimate.
This is something I haven't, no, I have this, I'm just trying this out. I think when I did the last semester it didn't work very well. It was okay. I think I probably could have challenged the students a bit more. Yeah. What is your major? What is it? Yeah. Everyone's the same? Except for a couple
biomedical engineering.
It's all sort of the same to me, but okay. Sorry, I'm not a science person. I've never studied science. I proofread science things until 2:30 in the morning sometimes, like last night, and tonight, and the night before. I proofread your professor's things, that's really, I don't understand it all. What do you think about the idea of maybe studying presentation? It doesn't have to be exactly a part, but something related, maybe something, an interesting part, but you don't have to, like,
It's not bad. It's good.
You're okay?
It's something related to maybe.
Yeah, but yours is different to everyone else's, so that might be difficult for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it has to be exactly. Actually, the more I think about it, I don't think it has to be, but just the objective, the point is to present material, data, whatever data, same, and yeah, present it and interpret it to the audience. That's the idea.
And how are you going to divide this?
I think you should. I'm going to ask you what you think and come to some consensus together.
If we make the team, one guy is presented only 3 minutes.
No.
7.
5 to 7 minutes.
Each person, and
Each
for
person
one
the next.
subject.
Yeah, the same topic. Yeah, or some aspect, some other part of the same thing. You could decide it could be one person speaking, then the other person, or you could mix it up back and forth, which is probably harder, but some people like that. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay, June, you're on. I think I might check this slide. What about these lights?
All right, can everybody hear me? Can everybody see me? Good. Good afternoon. My name is June, as you all already know by now. And do you guys have any idea what this thing is about? Yes, it is a boomerang that one of my private teachers gave to me as a souvenir from Australia. And believe it or not, this is a real one. It's not a toy. It says 100% Australian made. Ooh la la. And then, let me see. Youngir? Do you know what this thing is made for? Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Well, this thing is not a toy. It is actually a weapon to hunt the prey. Like, you can catch small birds or small animals, like by throwing it. Everybody knows the mechanism, right? Then, Herim, do you know what's so special about this weapon? Okay. Well, I bet everybody knows about this. The boomerang actually rotates and comes right back to the user, unlike any other weapon. And, well, of course, you have to be a professional to get it back, and I have never tried it before, because I don't want to break this thing. Well, now, guess what's so special about this thing? I mean, for me, that I can't even throw it. Well, I have a special memory about this thing. When I was a high school student, I was suffering from the pressure of studying and getting a good grade to go to a good college, just like you guys, and I just felt like somebody was choking me from behind every day. And the worst thing is, my scores won't get any higher. But one day, one of my teachers came back from Australia and gave this to me as a souvenir, and it says something that has eventually changed my life. He said that he told me that just as this boomerang comes right back to you, so as your hard effort will give you the results you want. Well, God helps those who help themselves. If you keep studying hard and never give up, your hard efforts will pay off someday. As I heard this encouragement, I just felt like somebody struck in my head. And from that time, I studied hard, and I kept studying hard, believing that my hard efforts will pay in the end. And it actually did, and now I'm in Hanyang University with you guys right now. Well, there are always hard times you might face, or you might even fall into big slumps sometimes. But remember, do not give up. Stick to what you have been doing. Just as my teacher said, your efforts will pay, just like this boomerang comes right back to you. This is the end of my presentation. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Ali, and today I would like to present to you about my precious thing. So we knew that everyone here is proud of their own special things. Well, it's just the same with me, but I do think that my precious thing, my item, is a little bit much more valuable, and I'm proud of it. Well, my precious thing is in this yellow little box. Let's see what's in it. Oh, it is a necktie. So maybe you guys would think, well, it's just a normal tie, isn't it? But actually, for me, it is my precious thing because I received it directly from His Majesty the King, as you can see in this picture behind me. So, for today, I will cover 2 points. First of all, I will describe a little bit about the Malaysian monarchy system, and then secondly, I will explain how I get this lovely gift. Well, Malaysia consists of 13 states, and 9 of the states have its own ruler, sultan or king, and the other 4 is ruled by governor. So His Majesty the King was elected for a 5-year term by and among the 9 rulers, which make the Conference of Rulers. Malaysia practices a government based on a monarchy system and parliamentary democracy at 2 different levels, in federal and state levels. In federal levels, the head of the federal is His Majesty the King, and at the state level, the head of the state is the ruler, the sultan. So now, we already know a little bit about Malaysian monarchy system. So now I will tell you all about how I get this lovely present. Well, I would say that it is one of my dreams to meet face to face with His Majesty, and thank to God that my wish came true. In last July, I received an email inviting the student, for those who want to have a dinner with His Majesty the King. So without delay, I quickly replied the email, hopefully that I will be among the only 30 students who have the privilege to have dinner with His Highness. Well, it looks like my wish came true for the second time. I was selected to have a dinner with His Highness at Lotte Hotel in downtown Seoul. So we have to wear a formal dress, and then we have to bring our passport or registration card, because at the entrance of the at the entrance of the dinner hall, there will be a tight security check. So the selected students have to arrive earlier, 1 hour earlier. So while we are waiting for His Majesty the King, we are informed about the royal protocol. So we learn what kind of language should we use if we involve in conversation with His Majesty. And then after waiting for 1 hour, His Majesty arrived with other royal dignitaries. So before we start our superb dinner, His Majesty delivered his speech advising us to study hard and then later on contribute to the development of Malaysia. And then after he finished delivering his speech, we have a fantastic dinner, and then at the end we all were presented with a small gift. Well, maybe for the other student, it may be just a normal tie, but for me, it is not the price of this tie, but for me, the most important thing is that I get those experience of having those special moment with His Highness. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jo Hong-yeon. My major is biomedical engineering, and I'm a junior. Before starting my presentation, I want to give you one question. It's a simple question. Who are they? And where, yeah, everybody knows. And where are they at? Can you guess? Next. Yes, they are in the Hanyang University Festival last year in last semester, where everybody was there. I was there. And and next. Today I'm going to talk about my precious camera because I took that pictures on that day. This is SH-100 Samsung camera. I will show you why Samsung company called this one smart camera. I can connect my camera using my Galaxy S, and I can control it, zoom up and zoom down, and also, yeah, I can take picture using my Galaxy S, and I can upload my pictures directly on the Facebook using camera with using Wi-Fi. So, and I will tell you why how I get this one and what I did with this camera and why this is important to me. Next. Yes, this is my content. Next. Yes, I took part in Campus Festival Live Attack competition. My mission was that I upload my campus festival photos on the Samsung camera website, and netizen voted for my photos. And finally, I was in the top 5. Next. These photos are from my article. I met many people who enjoyed our festival, and I also advertised Samsung camera company. Next. So, can you guess my price? Yeah, I was in the top 5, so I got this camera as a prize. So, whenever I go somewhere, my camera is always with me. Next. So, do you know where is it? There is Nepal. I visited Nepal in last summer vacation for volunteer working. I did many things. Next. Especially, we made the elementary school buildings, and we educate students on behalf of their Nepali teacher, and we have stayed there for 11 days, and we took many pictures. Especially, we took pictures like jumping shot. And next, and from now on, I will talk about why this one is important to me. Like nowadays, whenever I feel depressed or lonely, I look at pictures, especially in the Nepal pictures. Thanks to my camera, I can be reminded of my good times, and this comforts me. So I recommend you taking a picture as a good hobby. And if you don't have a good camera, don't worry. Your smartphone is also can be good camera. Next. So, and I also recommend you taking part to some camera competition, same kinds of mine. Only she can take part in that competition, but you can enjoy and you can make a good memory, and you can also have a good prize. That covers what I want to say today. Thank you for listening.
Okay. Can I start? Okay, good afternoon, and my name is Harim, and I'm here to present to you about some precious thing. First of all, everyone knows about hangman, right? Yes, and try it. What that be? Okay. Fight. What? Fight. 어머. Oh, how did you get this then? Fight alone. Okay, this is the answer. Fight alone. And I did this game because. Can you see that? Can you see the letter? Yes. Can you guess what this is? This is my motto. Well, I engraved this into my ring because I want to keep it near to me. Fight alone. Well, this motto is one of the reasons why I choose this as my precious thing. And not just because of the motto, there are several other reasons that I picked this. Well, first of all, this ring here, it is my lucky token. Well, I had 2 English tests, which were very critical elements for my entrance exam. And for the first exam, I prepared really hard that I even studied 3 hours every day. I really studied hard. But on the exam day, I forgot to bring this ring with me, and then I got really, really low score. Because of this failure, I was totally exhausted and then did not study, playing, drinking, and spent my whole month with fun things. And well, after that, I was even late for the exam day. But I carried my ring with me, and then guess what? I got a very high score with that test. Due to this fact, I started to think this ring as my lucky token. Well, other than this, also, can you see this? This is not made up of gold, but this is made up of platinum. Everyone knows about platinum, right? Okay. This cost me a fortune. Well, I can buy 240 cups of coffee with that money. Because of this, I tried to get a job, but I couldn't, so I started to private tutoring with Korean, English, and mathematics. Well, that cost me 8 hours every week, and then some more hours to prepare for that. It was a really hard time for me, but well, this gives me a really pleasant feeling because I earned something by myself. And then for the last, this ring gives me a courage to move on. Go forward. I had a really hard time when I was in a first year, so I tried to settle my motto and then try to focus on it. Fight alone here, that I settled this motto about a year ago. I had a really hard time deciding my future and then some private concerns, but after I got this motto, I started to find something positive way. This ring is a lucky token and gives me a very good memory about my diligent past and gives me a courage to carry on. So if you guys have any things which makes you miserable or make you give you some hard time, then try to find your motto of your own and then try to keep it on your mind every day. Okay, thank you for your listening.
Hello, my name is Park Tae-man, and today I'm going to talk about my precious thing. What things are precious to you? For me, it's my hometown, Daegu. Have you ever been to Daegu? Yes. Or do you know what is the charming thing of Daegu? Huh? If not, I didn't hear. If not, I strongly suggest you to visit Daegu, and there are 3 reasons. First, cheap price. Second, everything in one place. Third, delicious food and drinks. And if you're interested in Daegu after this presentation, please visit Daegu. Do not hesitate. The first reason why I suggest you to visit Daegu is the cheap price. It's much cheaper than Seoul, and it helps you save your money. And also, there are less traffic than Seoul, so you don't have to pay much money to move place to place, even if you take a taxi. Also, do you like powdered food, like tteokbokki? You can enjoy delicious powdered food with a little bit of money. I suggest you to eat tteokbokki with flatted mandu. The second reason is everything in one place. You don't have to go elsewhere because everything is in downtown, and it helps you save your time. Also, there are large department stores at one site, and also many kinds of stores, and it helps you choose which thing is best for you easily. The third one is delicious food and drinks. Do you like makgeolli? There are many kinds of makgeolli. Makgeolli is a mixture of makgeolli and yogurt, and also honey makgeolli is makgeolli added honey. I suggest you to eat many kinds of makgeolli with baechujang, oriental cabbage rice cake, some kind of thing. You will never know even if one person dies while 2 people eating. What about small intestines? Can you eat small intestines? If you can, I suggest you to go to Anjirang, famous for small intestines, and eat small intestines. The price is very cheap, and the sauce is really good. Eat it with soju. It is the eternal truth. What about restaurant? Do you want to go to restaurant? If you want to go to restaurant, I suggest you my favorite restaurant, New York, New York. It's steakhouse-like restaurant, and it's not franchised store, so it's very cheap, but very delicious. I have told you about Daegu. I told 3 things. Which things were the best? Cheap price, everything on place, or delicious food and drinks? Come visit Daegu. Daegu will greet you with open arms, and thank you for your listening.
Good afternoon. My name is Nick. I will talk about my coffee machine. When I watched the Korean soap opera, Coffee Prince and Coffee House, I got interested in coffee brewing. At the time, I needed to get a part-time job, and so I got it working coffee, I'm sorry. So I got it working at the cafe, Cacao Green in Myeongdong. Nowadays, many people pay for drinking coffee, and there are baristas at cafe, and they make coffee beverages. They brew coffee by machine, especially espresso. And baristas make cappuccino and cafe latte and other coffee beverages with adding milk or syrups. After I got a part-time job, I learned about the direction of using coffee machine. Because I had break time for working few hours, and I can drink a cup of coffee. For the first few times, the manager who was the barista working there, he brewed it for me. However, I expressed my interest for coffee, so he taught me how to use the coffee machine. After I could use it, I got a curiosity about about hand-drip coffee. So whenever the manager brewed it, hand-drip coffee, if there are a few customers, I went next to him and I looked at his brewing action. When I thought I'm ready enough to try brewing hand-drip coffee, I asked him that I want to get a chance for doing it, and then he allowed. As soon as I got to know about how to brew it, and I brought some instruments for doing it, such as drip pot and dripper and server and grinder and filter papers. Furthermore, I needed coffee beans, but fortunately my parents have lived in Indonesia, so I could get fresh beans on cheap. People have different liking depending on their taste buds. It can be applied to coffee. There are a few tastes in coffee like sour, bitter, burnt, sweet, and others. It depends on many things such as water degree, how to roast coffee beans, and how long brew coffee. Some people like sour coffee, some of others like bitter coffee, and others like another taste. Hand-drip coffee is kind of difficult, but we can change the taste by adjusting the water amount, water temperature, and water pouring speed basically. If you get interested in coffee, I recommend to try it. It will be interesting. And this is a hand-drip coffee action. First, the water point drip, point, and coffee bean is getting bigger, and sometimes later they're pouring water and enough pouring water, and that's it. Thank you for my presentation.
Hello, my name is Yong-il. I'm going to introduce my precious thing. My precious thing is mother's letter. Before I talk about my precious thing, I will show one more picture. Taewon, what do you mean? What do this picture mean?
Mother feeding the baby.
Yes. She's feeding her baby in painful situation. When I see this picture, I think a quote, mother is stronger than anyone. Because I know mother's love, I choose a letter that is precious thing. And now I'm going to introduce Mother's letter. This picture is a part of Mother's letter. I simply explain this letter. I was in baby. I live in Cheongju, but my parents work other place in Daejeon. She miss me, but cannot meet. She wrote this letter. Sorry, mine. This is sad story. I read in letter in army. Next picture, I will show me in army. Although I was smiling, but my mind is very, very gloomy. Jun, have you ever been in army?
Yes, I just came back from the army.
How did you feel when you first got a letter?
I cried. Oh, sad. Really sad. I just feel the love of my mom.
Yeah.
I just stopped my tears.
Me too. I cried in toilet. Very, very cry. So no one encouraged me. No one encouraged me. I promised myself I will reward her. If I earn much money, I present 페라리카 타워펠리스 보톡스. I will give everything she wants. Consequently, we have to know mother's love and reward her. Thank you.
Start. Hello, I'm Franklin. My freshest thing is my small CD collection. I have 10 music CD. Of course, I don't listen to music on the CD every day because I listen to the latest music using a cell phone. Although I use MP3 files to listen to the music these days, I collect music CD because I can make a new memory. I think buying a CD is making a memory. If you buy a music CD, you can listen title song and other song and feel the album's concept. Until now, I have 8 women artists album and 2 men artist album because women's voice more attractive to me. My favorite CD among what I collected is Girls' Generation's second album. This album consists of dance, ballad, bossa nova, house, electronic, and pop, etc. The album, I can listen to several genres of music from the one good CD. I end up introducing my CD. I'll give a quiz, and Please listen to music a moment and guess whose music it is. I'll give a small gift to one got the correct answer. Start. Raise your hand. Oh yes, yes. That's right. This is for you. Now I have 10 CD, but if I see a good music CD, I'll buy it. I hope to big CD collection in the future. I will see amusement of collecting CD, and thank you for your attention. Do you like dogs? Yes. Thank you. I like dogs too. My precious thing are my dogs. First, I'm going to introduce my dogs. I have two dogs. Two dogs? Yeah. Two dogs. One is a male mixed dog. His name is Him-chan. And he's 12 years old. And and another one is a female mixed dog. His name is Nara, and she's 6 years old. Him-chan has brown and white hair, and his ear is always standing like this. And Nara is brightly dark gray hair and short front leg. Next, I'm going to tell you each dog's story. First, Him-chan's story. In 1999, my father took him from his office. There were 5 dogs, but Him-chan is very shy and weak. So my father is fascinated him. And in 2009, he was sick, and he was eliminated a tumor. Fortunately, the surgery went well, so he is healthy and powerful now. Next, Nara's story. My mother, My mother took her from a neighbor. Nara is more followed my mother than neighbor. So my mother was fascinated by her.
Nara was thin once, but she grew fatter and fatter, like elephant. So she's on a diet. Finally, I'm going to tell you why I love my dogs. First, owning a dog is good for your mental health and physical health. And dogs is human's best friend because they are lovely and loyalty. In conclusion, if you want to have a pet, choose a puppy. Then you will not regret it. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Peggy Park. Hello. Have you ever seen this instrument? I think you saw this for the first time on the TV commercial, maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Korean sexy pop star Hyori Lee bring this instrument at Mango Juice CM song. Huaba, huaba. Okay. Thank you. Sorry. Today I talk about this tiny little instrument, ukulele. First, how I get it. Second, basic information. Third, talk about a unique sound. When I was a little kid, I love rock music. So when I entered this university, I started several bands, our university club band, or nameless indie band, and so on. Meanwhile, last semester, my band, Wild Chicken in Korean, 들딱, won the silver prize in Hanyang Song Festival. Some of my friends watched the show, and one of them promised me to give me a present. And last summer, he was trip to Australia, and he bought this ukulele for me. His name is Sang-bok Lee, and he is graduate same middle school and high school. Now he major in Polish science in our university. As you can see, this lovely instrument looks like a guitar because it originated in the 19th century as a Hawaiian interpretation of the kaba kinjo, small guitar-like instrument taken to Hawaii by a Portuguese immigrant. Usually, guitar is a 6-string, but each 4-string instrument. And from the top, it sounds G, C, E, A. G, C, A. One of the great merits is its unique sound. Ukulele is roughly translated as jumping flea in Hawaiian language, and it sounds like really jumping flea, 벼룩, jumping flea. And I think it's lovely sound derived from their warm, sunny weather and their cheerful personality. And it makes all songs childish because its sound is very, very bright. Excluding a special case, ukulele is used for playing chord to sing a song. Now I'll show you ukulele's unique sound. I always practice singing while playing the guitar, but I'm really terrible singer. So when you like that, please practice your singing skill. Laughing at me is okay, but don't close your ear. This song is the Beatles mega hit song, 오블라디 오블라다. And sorry. Desmond is borrowed in the marketplace. Molly. Desmond is in the marketplace. Molly is singing in the band. Desmond says, Molly, girl, I like your face. And Molly. Oh, bloody. Cameraman together. This is thank you. Thank you. I couldn't practice because yesterday I drank too much. I'm really sorry. True story. Thank you. I have told you a lot about my ukulele, and now I will conclude with a discussion about the future plan about it. Although it's $30 Australian and very cheap, so even has not proper case, but I thanks to my friend who gave this instrument to me. After midterm exam, I started a new band with my brother and our friends. We play Cuban jazz and Jamaica music, so I think ukulele will help useful. Lastly, I want a little advertisement about my gigs. Next day, my band will perform at the open air theater. So, so please come and vote for my band. Thank you. The band name is Dukovijip. Okay. Yes. Thank you.